I'd like to talk about memorization now quickly in terms of form. So now we're going to look at a couple of more beginner pieces in Suzuki Book 1. I have Etude, which is number 12 in the book, and then also Happy Farmer, which is the penultimate piece in the book. So Etude, I learned it when I was 9 years old or something. I started when I was 9. I was kind of a late bloomer for a violinist. And I always thought it was kind of a run-on sentence, and I never liked this piece. And now I think it's beautiful and I like it, but back then just seemed to go on, and it just it was like too similar, but not quite the same. So the beginning section, I mark it A, all right, because we're looking at form, and I sectioned this off into 4 sections. So the A section goes like this. Right? And then the next part that I was just about to play, it sounds like the beginning again. So, but it has a slightly different ending. So I call that A prime. So A with a tiny 1, up at the top. And so I'll play that section, and I tell my students, it's exactly the same as the first one. So we've already learned it, except for 3 notes. So you'll see the last 3 notes. So this note, this note, this note. Those are the only differences between this section and the first section. So we have A and we have A prime because they're so alike. Now the next section is very, very contrasting. It has a scale coming down, a long scale, and then a little bit of skips. Another long scale coming down, a little bit of skips. So up to there. And when I explain it that way, actually the learning process is much faster as well. And the last A is kind of abbreviated. It starts the same. Then it goes all the way down. I tell my students it's like A, but when you get to the dun 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 dun, that's when you start taking all those notes all the way down the stairs down into the basement. So it's step by step by step, and then finish at the lowest note. So that would be A double prime, because this is like A, but it's not exactly the same as A. It's not exactly the same as A prime. So it's A double prime. So the form of the piece is A prime, B, A double prime. So I'm going to go ahead and show you right here. So hopefully you can see that. All right, so here's A, and it goes until here, and then this is A prime. It looks the same, and it goes till here. So to see this, these 3 notes are a little bit different from those 3 notes. Now we have the B section, so it looks like that. You can tell by just the contour alone, just with your eyes, it's very different. And then A double prime, it looks the same as the beginning, but then this takes the scale all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so now we have Happy Farmer. I'm going to do a similar thing here. So this tune right here goes till there. This is A section. And then we have this again. Bum 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 bum. And then now we have something new. This is B section. It's quite short. And then now it sounds like A again, right? Except the last 3 notes, these 3/4 notes are different. So we're calling it A prime. And then B returns, and then A prime returns. You can tell by the last 3 notes. So the form is AAB, right? And then A prime, B, A prime. So this is what we should expect here. And actually you only have to learn 3 things. You have to learn A, you have to learn B, and then A prime. And then when you know the order of it, then it's super easy to put together. So understanding the music theory behind it, understanding form, it really cuts the memorization, work in half or less sometimes. And the more music theory you understand, even harmonies and ornamentation and things like that, then it's gonna make learning a lot faster and memorization much faster as well. So hope that helps.